up, guys? Marlon back at it again here with another live stream. And I know some of you guys are probably still asleep in your bed right now. But anyways, AMD and we have Nvidia with their Game On event. They're going to be talking about some new CPUs, some new processors, and things like that. So I want to cover it for you guys because, hey, it's tech. And also Sony had their little spiel yesterday, but we want to talk about some of these release dates as well for you guys. And yeah, so there was some newly updated release dates for some of the upcoming titles that we're going to be going over, and it's going to be interesting to see what Nvidia does with the 30. Wait for it, the 3080. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that 3080. I think they said what, 16. Rumors are saying 16 gigabyte of video RAM. I mean, that's gonna be lit, right? And of course they're gonna talk about their mobile GPUs as well. So, and apparently the mobile GPUs are a lot faster. I'm looking to upgrade my laptop too as well, my Alienware. So I'm looking to rack out with that and everything. Oh, Frozen, look. Prayers go out to Frozen, man. You lost your dad, bro. Look, man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that. Jeez. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. God, man. Hard times, man. I'm sorry you lost your dad, dude. That's tough. That's tough. And this is why I say, oh, you just got the notification? I guess YouTube wants to do their job this time around. But I wanted to cover this event for you guys because, I mean, it's tech and we are basically a tech channel, right? I do cover a lot of PlayStation stuff on here, and both the systems, you know, the Series X and the PS5 both use AMD chipsets in there. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Are you guys hype? Are you guys excited? Camera, dude. I need to fix it. I need to throw this camera out. I know some of you guys are gonna be building like PCs and stuff like that. So this is gonna be good. You know, I think the RTX 3080 with Ti with the 16 gig of video memory, I think that would fall in the line of, like, I don't know, supposedly supposed to be fitted in between the 3080 and the 3090. Like, it's supposed to be in between, right? So we'll see. He was disabled. Ah, dude, look, I am so sorry to hear that, man. I am so sorry to hear that. Like, seriously, there's nothing that nobody can say that's gonna fix that, that's gonna repair that, you know what I mean, on how you feel and everything like that. And I am so sorry about that. And people don't understand how good they got it, bro. Like, they don't understand how good they got it, you know. Fortunately for me, I still have my dad, I still have my mom. My girl, she lost her dad. And you know, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a very tough situation. And you know, everything will be okay, man. You know, just stay strong, stay prayed up. I'm telling you, man, this whole COVID situation is no joke. And hope, you know, you will hope that people will take it more seriously. You will hope, you know, and people just going around doing whatever what they want to do. And it's just got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. I mean, stuff is not 100%, you know, but people don't care, man. They really don't freaking care. They really don't care. They just want to do whatever they want to do. What's up, Huffman? What's going on with the early gang? Hey, make sure y'all get, I already took my vitamins already, I think. Just quick update though, is that I'm going to be replacing this microphone today. So this microphone is going back today. Because it's making some buzzing sound, and then when I plug it in now, it won't come up. So I'm just using these for right now. I will be getting some, like, a budget microphone, and then I'm going to return the other one behind me as well. So we'll see what's up. Yeah, some people think COVID is fake. No. It's real. Get your Lysol. and all that type of stuff. Bro, I'm telling you, the mic sounds good right now. That's good. That's good. As long as you guys can hear me, that's good though. That's really good that y'all can hear me. Man, get your Kool-Aid, get you something to drink. AMD is about to do theirs first. We do have AMD fired up and ready to go. So make sure you guys are getting ready. Hive Busters, I played Hive Busters briefly and everything. He says, yo, Marlon, you should do a camera dodo. I don't know, man. This camera pisses me off, dude. Like, I don't know what it is about this camera that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. If I do a camera, it's probably going to be one of those DLSRs or something like that. A different camera other than just a webcam. I don't know, man. It's just whatever. But here it is, guys. We got AMD in 21 minutes. So we're going to see what AMD is going to be bringing to the table. Like I said, lots of rumors around what AMD is going to be showing off today. And yeah, we do know that they're going to talk about their mobile GPUs and stuff. And, AMD with their processors and stuff like that. So we're going to see what's up. Oh, yeah. I saw that Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, I saw that. You guys know, see, the older you get, man, the older you get, the more you kind of shy away from certain things. Like, I'm not so heavy into Mario like I used to be. You guys should already notice that with me already. Like, I'm really not so focused into that anymore. Like, certain things like Metroid or like, Bayonetta, stuff like that I like, but the Mario stuff, yeah, I'm just burnt out with that now. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's too kiddie for me right now. I'm all about that PlayStation. I'm all about Nintendo as well, but it's just certain titles from Nintendo right now. I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older, I can't be bothered with that. I'm waiting for that Prime 4 though, and I'm waiting for what else am I waiting for? Bayonetta 3. But I'm tired of the Mario stuff, man. Anivision, what's going on? And yeah, Monster Hunter is lit too as well. Monster Hunter is pretty lit. But yeah, certain Nintendo stuff, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the PC is great, man. The PC is great. No problems with the PC so far. So, oh yeah. I saw Mario going Super Saiyan. That was kind of corny, but hey, it is what it is. PC doing great. I played Cyberpunk 2077 yesterday, and it was running great. I mean, the game looks phenomenal. I'm really enjoying that game on the PC, and that's one of the main reasons why I want to stream this event, to see what AMD is going to be bringing to the table again, what Nvidia is going to be doing. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't need a 3090. Maybe I need a 3080 Ti. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's going to be the better value if you can get your hands on one. That's the crazy part. What's going on, Alpha? How you doing, man? Appreciate the love and the support. Can't you stream on 4K? You can stream on 4K on YouTube, but it's just gonna be buffering a lot. You gotta have you gotta have that FiOS internet. Now, as far as the place, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about these dates, man. Let's talk about these dates. All right. So apparently, at CES for Sony, right? They had Uncharted 4 and Last of Us 2 footage captured on PS4. All other gameplay footage was captured on PS5. This is at their CES little showcase yesterday. Their little 10-minute video. Ratchet & Clank, here's the thing. 2021. We already know Ratchet & Clank is 2021. Horizon Forbidden West coming 2021. Still no date on that. Returnal coming March 19th, 2021. Pragmata coming in 2023. I don't even know why they even show that or even put up a date for that. That's so far away. Solar Ash, June 21. Canna Bridge of Spirits. Can't wait for that game. That game looks amazing. They have an updated release window on that for March 2021. Stray, October 2021. Ghostwire Tokyo, October 2021. Little Devil Inside, July 2021. Project Athea, I knew Project Athea wasn't coming out this year. I mean, I wanted it to, but yeah, it's not coming out this year. So Project Athea 2022, right? And Hitman 3, January 2021. So those are all the updated PlayStation games date that we have from CES 2020. And it's kind of crazy because I'm sitting here saying to myself, like, dang, like, wow, where's God of War? Where's Gran Turismo? And you know, Polyphony Digital, you know, they like to take their time with things. So I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to worry about God of War now, because I heard David Jaffe said something, and I literally have to agree with David Jaffe. Because yeah, like I said, it's more of like a March April type of game, but they said fall 2021, but the date is not up here. You know what I'm saying? The date is not up here. So I don't know. It might get delayed. It might get delayed till March or April of next year, which is fine. I mean, there's so many games coming out this year for PS5, so I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with them delaying God of War till next year. Just, you know, take you all the time you need to polish it up. I just don't. It just don't feel realistic to me as far as that particular release date. Just my opinion. I'm just gonna keep it a buck 50 with you guys. But I do believe that they should delay God of War till next year, just to give it a little bit more time in the oven to polish it up and everything. Now, it's strange that Gran Turismo is not listed on their CES updated, you know, new games and everything like that listing. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But hey, you know what to do. He says, do you think Cyberpunk will be delayed for next gen? It's possible. I mean, they should. He says, what is today with Game On? Game On today, they're going to be talking about, you already know. you you already know what Nvidia is going to be doing. Supposedly the 3080 Ti, maybe let me see what it 3070, no 3060, something. I don't know. There's a bunch of rumors, man. I don't really know 100% on all the cards that are going to be showing, because you know how these rumors are. But the biggest one for a lot of people is that 3080 Ti, and finding out about their mobile processors, you know, for these laptops and everything. Apparently they're going to be faster. But yeah, Gran Turismo 7, I don't know. They haven't listed Gran Turismo 7. So like I said, guys, I don't know. I really don't know what's happening with that. You know, because it's a very sticky situation, to be honest with you guys. Let me do this real quick. It says, what about a 3050? A 3050. You already got a 3060. So I don't know where that 3050 would fit in. I don't really know where that 3050 would fit in. But, you know, like I said, we'll see. We will see on that particular front. I don't know. He says, I heard Sony is doing a state of play in February. That's the talk. That's the word on the street. So, I mean, we'll see. You know, we'll see if they do that. Hey Joseph, what's going on, man? Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button. Mr. Kings 21, what's up, man? It says Marlon waiting is bad news for me because I'm waiting for something. Okay, let me ask you this. How many of you guys are trying to build a PC right now? Like, how many of you guys are just waiting out to get a PC? Let me know. Let me know y'all thoughts. Because this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time. If you're going to build something, this is the perfect time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Hope Bayonetta 3 comes out soon. Me too. I hope Bayonetta 3 comes out really soon. Get ready to be jump scared. It says, Marlon, I got a refund from Sony for Cyberpunk. What? Phoenix, that's lit, dude. That's lit. Hey, I already got my tower. Oh, okay. Billy, how's the new crib, man? How's the new crib? The price is high, but it's gonna get even higher You know what I'm saying? That's why I jumped on it when I did. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, what's good, man? Yeah, I jumped on it, you know, built my rig as soon as I can because the prices are gonna go up for these GPUs, guys. I'm telling you, a 3080 right now, I have a 3090 right now in this rig. A 3080 right now is going for $1,500, guys. $1,500. Most of these websites, like the Asus website, which are most of these other third-party websites and stuff like that are selling these GPUs, they went up on the price. You know what I'm saying? They went up on the freaking prices for these GPUs and everything. One, you got the freaking Bitcoin, Bitcoin going up again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they're going to be buying up all these freaking, you know what I'm saying, GPUs and everything. So the prices for these GPUs are going to be going up. AMD in another 11 minutes. And then we have Nvidia at 12. You know what I'm saying? We got Nvidia at 12. So Nvidia is going to be at 12. So Nvidia at 12. And AMD in 11 minutes. Let's see here. It says, bruh, that 3080 is impossible. Yes, bro. Yes, yes. Y'all think I'm playing? Where's my 3080? My 3090? I would show you guys the box for the 3090. The 3090 is huge. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this real quick. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think y'all think somebody playing? Let me show y'all this. I took a picture of the 3090 next to the PS5. No cap. I'm not even lying to you guys. Look at this. Look at this. Bro, these scalpers out here, bruh, they're insane. You hear me? Insane. You can't even find a 38, man, finding a 3080, you know what I'm saying, for $800. Boy, you got a gold mine on your hands. You got a gold mine on your hands. But there it is right there. I took that picture. That's the 3090 right next to the freaking PS5, dude. So, like I said, if you trying to build a PC, bro, it's only going to get, and the prices are not going to go down. The prices are not going to go down, bruh. I'm telling you right now. You got yours for 800? Hey, bravo. I'm happy you got one for that price. I'm happy you got one for that price. I'm not even playing with y'all. But I'm telling you, man, like, you can't even find one. Now, this is probably going to be your best chance right now with AMD and Nvidia, because, you know, they're going to be talking about new CPUs. Well, AMD going to be talking about new CPUs and everything, and GPUs. Nvidia going to be talking about that 3080 Ti. So, I don't know price-wise. Maybe it's going to be $1,000 or $1,200. I mean, I don't really know where it's going to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they don't want it to blow out the 3090 out of the water. And I heard rumors that it's going to be 20 gigabyte of VRAM, which is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because the 3080 is really for the gamer, and the 3090 is more like for workstations. You know what I mean? Like, but I just try to future-proof myself and get the 3090 because it have the most VRAM, and you guys already know, like, these next generation games that are coming out that's going to be dropping on PC, they're going to take a lot of VRAM. You know how much VRAM I think Cyberpunk takes? Like 8 or 9. 8 or 9 VRAM, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 8. And you only get 10 VRAM with the 3080. You know what I'm saying? So why the 3080 is a great card, you're still limited on that VRAM. You only got 10 gig of VRAM, and that's going to just limit your experience altogether. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a future-proof card. So I think the 3080 Ti is probably where everybody's going to point their interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a future-proof card. All right, so AMD is live in 8 minutes. It says, wait, AMD is powering the Series X. Yeah. AMD is powering both the consoles. So Ryan, what do you have in your computer, man? Nice, first time here. I sub. Hey, thank you so much, dude, for subscribing. What's his name? Road to 50K, man. Thank you so much for subscribing. Rothlin R, thank you so much for subscribing, bro. Appreciate the love and the support. Let's go, man. We out here. AMD in about 7 minutes. 7 minutes. But if you guys are looking to build a PC, man, like I said, now is the best time. Now, but you got to be on it though, guys. I remember this was crazy because I wanted to get the 3080 when it, when they first start doing the pre-orders and everything, and bro, I could get one, bro. It was gone before I even say whoa, it was gone. So I don't know. You know what would be crazy? I'm starting to think what is going to be into the PS5 Pro? Is it going to be Gen 4? Like Ryzen Gen 4 processor? I don't even know. That's going to be crazy though. I think it's probably going to be Gen 4. Yeah, cuz a PS5 Pro is probably like it's probably like I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 years out. You got a 3080 from hit up Micro Center as well. Micro Center always be having, they can be keeping stock of a lot of these GPUs and CPUs and everything like that. And I also have the 5950X. So this is like my first AMD bill in a long time. So I have the 5950X. I have 64 gigs of 64 gigs of RAM, 3200 megahertz on the RAM speed, and I have a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD, 850 watt power supply. I told you about the 5950X, the 3090, and yeah, I have the NZXT 510 Elite. Yeah, so that's what I have. Camera focus. Okay, good. We're lit. It says my rig. I have the 8700K, 32 gigs of RAM, M.2 SSD, and a 1070 Ti. Oh, bro, that's what I had, bro. Literally, that's what I had. I had the 1070. I had the 1070. It says you look extra crisp with this new PC. Thank you so much, man. The PC name is Morpheus, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do you think getting a pre-built with a 30 series card is a good idea? It all depends on what company. Stay away from Dell with Alienware. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Stay away. I would say try Redox. PC Redox is really good. Their bill fees are like $75. So you could try Redox out. And Redox, I think that's how you pronounce it. Redox, yeah. They're pretty much straight to the point. But see, the problem is with pre-built. That's why I went with pre-built with Dell with the Alienware. Garbage. The case, there's no room for upgradability in the case and everything. The case is like really small or whatever. So, and in the 3090, they had to like shave. They had to literally cut piece of the 3090 off in order to get it fitted in the case. Like, in other words, what I'm saying, it was custom made. So no, man. That's why I had to build my own PC. Does Asus build gaming PCs? Yeah, they do have gaming PCs, but they're expensive though. And upgradability wise, you can't really upgrade those PCs like that. Now, Corsair, if you want a really good, like, forget about Redox. If you want a really good pre-built PC, I would say go with Corsair. Corsair with their Vengeance series. Yeah, if I had a chance to go with a pre-built again, I would go with Corsair because they make quality PC parts. Because here's the problem. They're going to charge you an arm and a leg for that pre-built PC. They might have a upcharge fee of $200 or $300. You know what I mean? So, Origin is OP, man. They overpriced, bro. They overprice. They're very overpriced. It says, how do you spell the company? You talking about, let me show you. Redox, you talking about Redox. Is my camera still blurry? I hate this camera, bro. I'm not, I think it's called, hold on. It's a PC, hold on, let me see. AMD about to start in 3 minutes. I got y'all. Okay, right here. Let me show y'all. Hold on. right here. So this is it right here. You get 2-year warranty with them. And like I said, it's only $75 billing fee, so they're not really ripping you off. You getting what you pay for, and you can pick the components that you want and everything. So you could go with good, better, or best, right? So you can click best, and then you could select the games that you're going to be playing on the system, and then you could just like say, all right, let's do Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3, The Division, blah blah blah, right? And say you're gonna go with more of like a 1440p system, okay? Then you go right here, and then you start selecting. See, they got 3070s. 3070s can do 4K. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good graphics card, but you only got 8 gigs of VRAM, and the Intel i7 10700K 8-core. See, that's a really good processor. All of that for $1,800. So that's a really good bill. That's a really good bill. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 60 seconds. 60 seconds. So that's the company right there. Redox. Okay? So that's them right there. So that's not bad for that particular system. That's not bad. Oh, thanks for the help. Yeah, that's not. Let me put the link in the description as well for them. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like the bill fee, that's what you got to look at too, and you got to look at the parts. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the parts. And like I said, Corsair billing fee is probably a little bit higher. But if you're going with pre-bill, I would say Corsair or, you know, Redox. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go with those. All right, so we waiting right now. We waiting on AMD. Oh, my God, they're spamming the chat. We waiting on AMD to go live right now. We waiting on AMD to go live. Hold on. Let's see what AMD is going to do. What's up, Lucy? What's going on, bro? We out here, man. Says, just got my 3080 last Tuesday from Best Buy. What? Clash, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. If you're brand new, click that red subscribe button. Turn on that bell, man. Oh, check Twitter for some PS5 news. Okay, I got you, bro. Talking about paying for installation. Exactly. Talk about pay for installation. No, I'm going to build my own PC. Savvy, what's going on? Appreciate the love, man. I'm gonna build my own freaking PC. Grayson, what's good, man? How you doing? Hello, what's time for you? The time right now is waiting on AMD, man. The time right now is 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock right now. So he says, hi, bro. Are you mad? No, I'm not mad. Oh, here we go. Here we freaking go. Oh boy. They're about to start in 2 minutes. PS5 news. Okay, we did talk about the dates. They updated some of the dates. Like Project Athea is 2022. Gran Turismo 7 was not listed during their little CES 2021 showcase. So yeah, they're starting. AMD is starting in 1 minute and 35 seconds. What's the point? What's the point of what? God of War, nothing on God of War. They did not put a release window on God of War. Leads me to really worry a little bit, but hey, we'll see. It says, what do you think AMD will announce? Well, like I said, I think what they're going to be doing, they're obviously going to talk about their mobile CPUs, and they're probably going to talk about some lower end CPUs as well. And then they're going to be talking about the RS 6700, you know. So yeah. TJ Robinson, what's going on, bro? He says, are they going to show release dates for games like Horizon? They just said 2021. They didn't like really went into specific and everything like that, specifics. Marlon, what to expect for the stream? I just said it. Building a PC is easy with YouTube videos. Hey, you can mess up some stuff. What's going on Twitter? Let me check. What's going on Twitter, bro? Sony files a patent that will let players leave in-game text and audio notes. What? Bro, that's lit. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh boy, here we go. Dang, look.
Welcome to CES. I'm thrilled to introduce today's keynote speaker, AMD President and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Lisa Su. She's also was just recognized as Fortune's #2 most powerful business person of the year. She is known for making big bets, leading disciplined execution against ambitious roadmaps, forging meaningful partnerships, and accelerating the growth and trajectory of AMD. Lisa Su has made a name for herself as an industry leader who is pursuing cutting-edge technologies that change the world. AMD products and technologies are helping to redefine.
All right, I changed it to 720p. Let's see.
AMD.
There we go.
Lisa Su has made a name for herself as an industry leader who is pursuing cutting-edge technologies that change the world. AMD products and technologies are helping to redefine the technology industry. We already see that through its work with PCs, where AMD technology has helped people to reimagine the future of education, entertainment, gaming, and work as it continues to push the envelope on performance. And in the cloud, where AMD technology powers some of the most important services from video conferencing to video streaming. It's hard to tour the all-digital CES and not see something that AMD is a part of. From powerful desktops used by content creators to notebooks and Chromebooks that have assisted
Nvidia is at
schooling
12.
of children everywhere, to your favorite new game consoles. AMD touches so many facets of life-changing technology. Dr. Su is an engineer, technologist, and problem solver at heart who has always been driven to find meaningful solutions to challenges and successfully advancing leading-edge semiconductor and high-performance computing technologies throughout her career. Prior to joining AMD, Dr. Su held technology and business leadership positions at IBM and Freescale Semiconductor, now NXP. I'm excited to welcome Dr. Lisa Su to CES.
Here we go. No, AMD is first. Here we go. Y'all ready? Says, yo, Marlon, would you be streaming again? You want me to stream again? If there's anything big, then I will. If not, I'll have a nice little video for you guys.
The world, but not on its own.
Don't she look like Pepper from Iron Man?
Hardware needs heart. Software needs soul. When processing power meets brain power, tomorrow comes alive. 1,000 ideas inside one mind. The world shrinks. Horizons expand. The speed of progress leaves us breathless. With high-performance computing to lift us, we see more possibilities.
Y'all go with that. Oh, snap.
New opportunities. We see where the future starts.
Here we go. Come on, Lisa. Let's go. There she go.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you to Gary and to all of you for joining us today at CES 2021. It's an honor to keynote CES for the second time. I know for most of us, we start every January together, so doing a virtual keynote is certainly different. At CES last year, none of us could have imagined all the things that would happen in 2020 as we navigated the COVID-19 pandemic globally. I know it was a challenging year for everyone, but it was also a year where we experienced firsthand the increasingly important role technology plays in every aspect of our lives. For all of us in the tech industry, although we've had our set of challenges, 2020 was perhaps one of our most productive years. From
What's
how
up,
we worked,
AH?
to how our kids learned, to our entertainment, to accelerating the pace of our digital transformation, high-performance computing has never been more important in our daily lives or to our future. The world needed us to turbocharge our technology capabilities, and our industry delivered wonderfully in so many different ways. At AMD, our focus has always been to push the envelope on high-performance computing across the cloud, infrastructure, and personal computing. And in 2020, we broadened our focus to ensure we were working with our partners to drive innovation, provide more capability, and meet the new requirements of a digital-first world. I'm most proud of the work we have done with technology applied to solve some of the world's most challenging research problems. A great example of this is the work in the scientific community. Scientists and researchers really pivoted on a dime to pool their resources to rally around research on vaccines, therapeutics,
He said
and other
outrageous.
important learnings to combat and understand the pandemic. And to help them do this, the AMD COVID-19 HPC Fund donated over 12 petaflops of supercomputing last year to many of the world's leading universities and labs conducting infectious disease research. Let's hear from some of the researchers on their work.
When the pandemic came along, there was a remarkable moment. Almost overnight, it seemed, the researchers that had been working on various other applications changed their research quickly to address COVID more directly.
I've never seen such a universal desire to reach out across disciplines to form these interdisciplinary collaborations to try.
No, I didn't
do
pay
what
for
we can
installation, bro.
to
Built it
understand
myself.
This virus, to understand the COVID-19 disease, and to help overcome the pandemic.
I'm the director of the Quran Institute of Mathematical Sciences.
I'm an associate professor of molecular biosciences.
We run the big computers. We do high-performance computing.
I am a professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics.
There's never enough computing available. There's always a huge demand.
That is where the AMD donation really comes into play. It's going to allow us to take all of this big data and make sense of it.
The hardware will enable scientific breakthroughs because it has been designed specifically to be an AI-capable machine.
The fact that this new platform that's being provided to us by AMD can do this quadrillion calculations per second really allows us to build more sophisticated models.
High-performance computing that can process massive amounts of data and then couple it to simulations to make predictions. It could be just a game changer.
We're going to have the capability
I
of
know.
feeding all of these parameters, the molecular parameters, cellular parameters.
Of course it can
clinical
run
parameters from
Cyberpunk.
patients
Yeah.
into machine learning algorithms.
We're now not limited anymore by how quickly those machine learning algorithms can run because of how powerful these
Paying for
GPU
installation.
clusters are. Jobs that used to take weeks on a supercomputer to run can happen in a matter of hours.
When you're dealing with a pandemic, time is important, and getting solutions and ideas and possible, therapeutics and
PS6
drugs
9
as soon
coming
as you
this fall.
can is of paramount importance.
We have many people across 55 departments, or more than 55 departments in fact, that are doing COVID-related research.
The researchers made these rapid changes in their work, and I think that speaks
Let
to
me
the
see the
generality
haircut.
of the machine learning methods, but also to the power of the computing. And then AMD came along with this remarkable gift
Nothing
of
on-
tremendous
nothing on that
additional
yet.
computing power at just the
Nothing
right
on
time
Cyberpunk
to
PS5
help us
upgrade yet.
accelerate the research results that leads to real answers.
The industry
Wave
ability to
check?
partner
Not
with
right now.
universities is a real boon to scientific development.
It's a really exciting time to be doing science where the computer is really a part of the experiment.
You like my-
Taking us to places we never expected we'd be able to go.
People feel like they're a partner, they're part of something important. They all, drop what they have to do and they go work on this thing.
4090.
We're all together,
I don't think
and
we
that
get
is
no
just something
no
really
40
nice to
series
see.
cards. Who knows?
Those researchers truly are inspiring. And you know that what they're learning will not only help in this pandemic, but will actually position us much, much better for the future. Now, when the pandemic hit, our lives actually changed, practically overnight, as we went to working, schooling, and sheltering at home. In many businesses, digital transformations that typically would have taken years to complete were adopted in a matter of weeks or months. And while these shifts were challenging on a personal level, the differences were dramatic on the planet. Just take a look at some of the satellite data. This shows the level of harmful emissions in the skies over Europe. Fewer people on the roads meant significantly reduced emissions, improved air quality, and visibly less smog. At the same time, we transitioned to the new normal of working and schooling from home, We've all needed to adapt to new ways of communicating and collaborating, which has placed significantly higher demands on our digital infrastructure and made devices like the PC even more essential. So if you take a look at some of the user stats, Zoom users are now approaching 3.5 trillion minutes of meetings per year.
Wow.
Cisco WebEx meeting participants recently hit
That's
600 million per month. And Microsoft Teams is now supporting 115 million daily active users.
Wow.
All of these examples make it clear how over the last year, our relationship with technology has fundamentally changed. The pandemic has elevated technology to become an essential part of how we live, work, play, and communicate. And at the center of all this technology is high-performance computing. That's why I'm very excited today to be joined by leaders from several of the industry's most important companies to share their perspective on the technology trends and products that will define 2021. Together, we'll show you how advances in high-performance computing will once again reset expectations for what's possible across PCs, gaming, and the data center.
80,
so with that as an
80,
introduction,
90.
let's get started with one of our biggest partners and a company that plays a significant role across each of these markets. To talk more about our work together, please welcome Microsoft Chief Product Officer Panos Panay.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Panos, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me today.
You bet.
Boy, I think I've connected with you quite a bit over the past few months on Microsoft Teams, so I feel like I see you in the screen all the time.
We've definitely learned to work together this way, for sure.
So look, it's been an incredible time in the world and, certainly for tech. Microsoft is at the center of that and really empowering people. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's been like for you and the team at Microsoft these last 10 months?
Like many people at Microsoft, they're learning to work differently.
What's going on?
That, certainly. Yesterday I was in a meeting with Satya. My dogs were barking in the background. The garage door opened. And, you're kind of working through it. I think like everybody, we're still adapting, still learning. It takes time. How we connect with each other is changing right now, Lisa, in a huge way. How we work is changing. How we learn is changing. So school, work, even how we're gaming, which is so important to what we do together, and then ultimately we're seeing that, at Microsoft, that PC, it's becoming more essential than it's ever been before, but not only as a productivity tool, but as a tool to connect with other humans and people in general, whether it's at school or work. And you see that, you just said it, as we work together, it's super powerful because we can continue to move forward, continue to push the boundaries. And I think between our companies, it's our responsibility to help tech disappear into the background and help people do that connection. Our customers need that right now more than ever. And so we can talk about how folks are kind of working.
Where did I get the hat? Oh, the wifey hooked me up.
Our products together, that's really coming to life. How we support that day in and day out matters, but how we look to the future also. And to your point, whether it's the intensity on Teams or Windows or Azure on the back end supporting so much, or just the delight of being able to game on a PC or an Xbox right now, that you have a whole team at Microsoft, a whole company, if you will, kind of rallying around how to help people stay connected, work, play, and learn, and ultimately being able to partner with AMD has been phenomenal for us.
Well, look, I think, Panos, actually, I think we see it exactly the same way. It's such a special time where we can really use technology to help people do all the things that they need to do. And frankly, it is how we stay connected. So, I'm so proud of the work that we've done together. It's, our partnership is just incredibly broad and, spans all the way from, cloud and data center to, console gaming, and then, to Windows and Surface. It's just been, so great to partner with your team. So can you talk a little bit about some of the co-engineering and what we're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I'd love to. First, let me just say, AMD's momentum right now is incredible. The impact you're having on the world, the work you've done. Let me just say that, and truly from the most humblest place. We've been working together, Lisa, for a long time, you and I. But before I get into any of that, we should start right now. When you talk partnerships, we got to start with gaming, don't we?
Oh, here we
go.
The
Xbox Series X and Series S. This work doesn't happen in a silo. This is two teams getting together, getting right down to the depth of what it means to deliver an incredible gaming experience.
Angelo, what's up?
Now we have this the most performant console on the planet, and that's the work we do together. I think some people just think sometimes I hear it just happens. No, these are two teams coming together.
Only Drew, what's up?
Working in detail. Then take it to the next level, the work you're doing with Azure, the detailed work with AMD and Azure coming together with Epic, delivering for Game Pass and xCloud. These are real depth partnerships.
Angelo.
And here's my favorite thing, and the way we work together, and for those of you who don't know, like, you can take that architecture and that thinking that drives the Xbox, the RDNA architecture, if you will, RDNA 2, I think, and you just move that into what is the PC. Like, and that's what just, now I get super excited, of course, because you know how much I love Windows, how much I love working on these products. Leading into your Radeon product, which has been so incredibly powerful.
Not bad,
for PC
Christian.
right now to help gamers push forward, you know, to help the high performance PC compute happen. And right now, think about customers in this time. You know, we have that intensity of usage. This is even CAD at home or gaming at home, being able to push 64 core computing with Threadripper. You're doing all that with us, but it's really the detailed work of the two teams coming together to bring that to life. But let me also share with you, we created a small video for you, Lisa. I knew what we were coming on today. I thought, boy, it'd be
Only
so
Drew
fun.
yesterday.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Here we go. Sony had their CES yesterday. They talked about some updated game dates, which I went over earlier. And you see, they talk about the Series X. Oh, there it is.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Series X. No games, but the future looks bright. Hey, future looks bright. Oh my God, have mercy. Okay, we still. He said keep going. No, it actually buffered. Hey, y'all know what time it is. No games, but the future looks bright.
Panos, that was fantastic. Thank you again for joining us. It was great to see you, and thanks for providing those insights for our audience.
What a blast. Lisa, thank you for having me. I really am grateful, and thank you for this partnership. I think AMD is doing amazing things right now, and your tech is moving this world forward, and we're so grateful.
Now let's turn our attention to PCs.
Yes.
In 2020, approximately 300 million notebooks, desktops, and Chromebooks were sold. That's the highest number since 2014. And we expect demand to be even higher in 2021 as the PC continues playing an even larger role in our daily lives. At AMD, we believe the PC has never been more essential. Now, last November, we introduced our first processors powered by our new Zen 3 CPU core. Zen 3 is a new architecture that brings new capabilities to PCs while delivering leadership performance and energy efficiency. The Zen 3 core is a phenomenal example of AMD's dedication to building the best technology. We redesigned the core to deliver our largest generation-over-generation performance increase since we launched the Zen family. Zen 3 increases our lead in overall performance and energy efficiency and also delivers the best single-threaded performance. As a result, the Ryzen 5000 series CPUs are the fastest processors in the world for gamers and creators. Now, we designed Zen 3 to scale from ultra-thin notebooks all the way up to supercomputers. And I'm excited to announce we're starting 2021 by launching the most powerful PC processors ever built for ultra-thin and gaming notebooks.
Oh, here we go.
Today, I'm proud to introduce the AMD Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors powered by our new Zen 3 core. These new chips offer both tremendous performance and long battery life. In fact, AMD is the only company with an 8-core x86 processor for ultra-thins.
Wow.
For many years, the notebook PC market was on an incremental pace. By combining our leadership design capabilities with 7-nanometer process technology, our 4000 series mobile processors launched last year set a new performance trajectory for notebook processors. And we continue that new performance trajectory in 2021 with our Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors. You can expect to do more, to be more productive, and to have more immersive gaming experiences with a notebook powered by our new Ryzen mobile processors. Now, with so many of us working and learning from home in 2020, the performance and capabilities of our home PC actually defined how we worked and how we learned and much of our social interaction. We saw our productivity, our ability to create, and our opportunities to connect limited by the computing power of our PC. And for many of us, we wanted more. Our new AMD Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors for ultra-thin notebooks will be a significant step forward in performance and efficiency. With up to 8 of our new Zen 3 cores, the AMD Ryzen 5000 series are the best processors in the world for thin and light notebooks. Whether you're running general office productivity applications or more CPU-intensive tasks like video rendering, photo editing, or 3D design, the Ryzen 5000 series actually sets the new bar for leadership performance. Now, the AMD Ryzen 7 5800U is our best ultra-thin notebook processor. It has 8 cores, 16 threads with a boost up to 4.4 gigahertz, and all of this while operating within a 15-watt thermal design that's required for these ultra-thin notebooks. Now, when you take a look at the benchmarks across a large range of applications, it's just very clear that the Ryzen 7 5800U just runs your software faster. It's a very special product, the fastest x86 processor in the world for thin and light notebooks. Now, the performance is really great, but in the notebook form factor, battery life is also extremely important. And this is where the energy efficiency of the Zen 3 core truly shines. We've just done a ton of optimization in this space, and with the Ryzen 5000 series, you can expect up to 17.5 hours of general use and 21 hours of video playback on a single charge.
Wow.
Now that's a major jump compared to our previous generation and true all-day battery life. Now, notebook customers don't just buy thin and light laptops, but millions of people actually buy notebooks to play PC games. AMD has a rich history in PC gaming and deep ties to the gaming community. Gamers actually want desktop-like performance in the notebook form factor, and that's exactly what we built. Our new HX series mobile processors raise the bar for gaming notebooks. The HX brand actually represents our commitment to build the best processors for gaming. They feature the same Zen 3 cores from our best-in-class Ryzen 5000 desktop processors that deliver leadership frame rates. They're also unlocked for overclocking and have higher thermal ratings for sustained performance, which is key for gaming. Now let me introduce you to our top-of-the-line Ryzen 9 HX processors.
Wow.
The 5900HX boosts up to 4.6 gigahertz, while the 5980HX boosts up to 4.8 gigahertz,
Oh my
both
God.
with 8 cores and thermal design power of 45 watts or higher. So now let's take a look at the Ryzen 5900HX in action. What you're looking at here is a very graphics-intensive game, Horizon Zero Dawn, running on our new Ryzen 5900HX processor. We're running this game at 1080p with a high detail preset to really stress the CPU. And as you can see, our new mobile HX processors are delivering smooth frame rates of over 100
That's
frames
amazing.
per second. And for all of you looking for a mobile 4K experience, I'm happy to report that gaming notebooks featuring our new HX processors are also capable of delivering smooth gaming experiences when running at 4K at high settings. Now turning to some benchmarks versus the competition, whether you're talking about single-threaded performance or overall CPU performance, the HX series wins by a wide margin. This is why the best gaming notebooks of 2021 will be powered by AMD Ryzen mobile HX processors. To bring the Ryzen 5000 mobile processors to market, we're really pleased with the strong partnership with the industry's leading PC OEMs. This year, we expect the number of notebook designs powered by our new generation of Ryzen mobile processors to grow by 50% compared to the Ryzen 4000 series. We expect more than 150 ultra-thin gaming and professional notebooks powered by Ryzen 5000 series to launch this year. This means even more choice for consumers. And you won't have to wait long to get your hands on these new systems, with the first notebooks expected to be on sale from the world's top notebook providers in February.
What's up,
be more
TB?
excited about what the Ryzen 5000 will do for you in 2021. To drive innovation in the PC market, you need great partners. Our next guest leads one of the world's largest PC companies. Let's welcome HP CEO and a great friend, Enrique Lores. Hi, Enrique. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's great to see you to start the new year together.
Lisa, it's great to see you as well, and congratulations for keynoting this year in AMD, and also for all the success of AMD.
Well, look, we are so honored to be partnered with HP. HP has really been at the center of Silicon Valley innovation. And during the past year, you and I have talked a lot about, really
I'm fine, Hart.
helping consumers and businesses use technology.
Roy,
to
what's going
transform
on?
The way, we live,
Appreciate the
work,
love.
and learn.
Y'all hit that like
Can you
button.
tell us a little bit about some of the trends that you've seen accelerating over the past year?
Sure. I think one of the most important things we have seen during the last
Indiana
month
Jones.
is that PCs have become essential. With people working from home, kids learning from home, playing from home, families entertaining from home, the PC have become really the center of all these processes. And this is driving a new source of innovation, enabling people to do things from their homes, connecting to their offices, really becoming much more efficient. And this is
should
what
be
we
an hour.
all have been working together. And I
And
think
then
we also have
Nvidia
learned
after.
that it's not only about developing technology. It's about developing technology that everybody can access, because I think we have
Zo, what's up,
an obligation as
man?
well to make sure that technology doesn't help to divide our current societies. So this is something that we are working together on that I think is very important as well.
No, I think you're absolutely right, Enrique. It's such an opportunity for us to offer technology to help people in all walks of life. So, look, I think the AMD HP partnership has, spanned a really broad reach.
Yeah, that
commercial
was what the
PCs,
rumors were
to
saying.
ultra-thin,
New
consumer
GPUs.
notebooks,
We'll see.
to gaming and creator PCs. So we just showed everyone the new AMD Ryzen 5000 mobile processors, and we truly appreciate
4.8
the deep
gigahertz,
partnership
yep,
with HP.
on the higher
Can you
end.
tell us about some of the designs that you're planning this year?
Yes, and before that, it's probably useful to recap a bit. I still remember the first meeting you and I had when none of us were the CEOs of our companies, where we were thinking and designing the first commercial PCs with AMD. And we have really gone a long way since these very early conversations 6-7 years ago. And I think with the launches this year, we have really shown how much progress we have made, and whether we look at the versatility of the new designs, the security that we have built into the solutions, and
The
new form
RTX
factor
3050.
and the premium designs that we
Just
are
gonna have to
bringing.
wait.
Clearly, we are making a difference, and we are showing what the combination of both companies can bring to the market.
No, you're so right, Enrique. What I really appreciate is that every year the technology gets better, the partnership gets better, and I think our, what we can offer our customers gets better. So, look, it's an incredible time for innovation in the PC market and across tech more broadly. Enrique, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm, really, really thankful for our partnership and look forward to all the great new devices that we'll have out in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now let's turn our attention to gaming. Gaming has continued to grow in recent
Here we
years,
go.
and 2020 was
Let's
another
go.
record year. 4 in 5 U.S. consumers have played a video game in the past 6 months. And at $174 billion in annual revenue, the gaming industry is actually larger than the movie and music industries combined. We're now approaching 3 billion people playing games. That's 40% of the world's population.
The Asus
Now,
event?
gaming is
When
at
is
the
that?
heart of so much of what we do at AMD. Gamers push us to innovate faster because they always want more. More frames, more pixels, and more immersive experiences. Which is exactly what we delivered with our new CPUs and GPUs and the new generation of game consoles powered by AMD. The hottest products in the world today are the
PS5
new game consoles from Microsoft
Series
and Sony.
X.
Panos mentioned our work with Microsoft to build high-performance CPUs and GPUs for the Xbox Series X and Series S. We're also incredibly proud of our deep
PS5
partnership
Pro.
with Sony to power the new PlayStation 5. All these next-generation consoles use custom AMD SoCs with Ryzen and Radeon technology.
Thanks.
Console gaming has never looked better, and AMD is providing the underlying technology pushing 4K gaming across these platforms. Now, for PC gamers, we
Here we
introduced
go.
high-end graphics cards to the desktop PC market at the end of 2020 with the Radeon RX 6000 series. With the Radeon 6900 XT, 6800 XT, and 6800, we have leadership at the high end. The reviews and awards for these products have been fantastic, and we know that millions of gamers
Corey,
are
what's going
excited
on?
about the RX 6000 series. Whether you're building your own gaming rig or buying a new gaming PC, we truly have the best for PC gamers. We're working with our partners to drive a record number of
Stuff you
premium
can't
desktop
buy.
gaming systems from OEMs and from system builders, featuring our new Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards and our Ryzen 5000 series desktop CPUs. Now, the underlying graphics architecture for all these new PC and console products is AMD RDNA 2. With RDNA 2, we really exceeded our goals. We doubled the performance from the first generation of RDNA in 2019, and we achieved a 65% performance per watt increase while supporting the full DX12 Ultimate experience for gamers. The team did a great job with this architecture, and you'll see many more products in 2021
Blue Squad, what's up?
RDNA 2. We talked about the importance of gaming notebooks a bit earlier, and we'll be bringing RDNA 2 to gaming notebooks next. So let me show you a preview of the RDNA 2 graphics architecture in a notebook
Oh, they stream. Uh-oh.
reference design. What you're looking at here is Dirt 5, another demanding game running
1440p. Come on, AMD. What's going on with your
ultra-high
stream?
settings in 1440p. And what you see is more than 60 frames per second. Just beautiful, smooth gameplay. We're on track to launch the first notebooks with RDNA
Lord, Dirt 5.
in the first half of the year with our partners. And you'll also see new mainstream RDNA
I don't know what's going on with their stream.
2 desktop graphics. Francois Chardavon is the head of technology for Lucasfilm and Industrial Light and Magic.
Hi, really happy to be here, Lisa.
Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. So ILM, Lucasfilm, and AMD have worked together now for more than a decade, yet 2020 is probably one of the most memorable of the years that we've worked together. The demand for content is through the roof. Can you tell us a little bit about how 2020 has changed the way you work?
Absolutely, you're right. Lucasfilm just recently announced 10 new series and feature films, and a lot of studios are doing the same thing. The content creation is through the roof across all of the major content creators. And for ILM in particular,
so many
despite
points.
all the disruption for 2020, it's been an incredibly busy year. And we're looking out to 2021, and it's going to be even bigger. We built an entirely new studio from scratch in Sydney, Australia, to add to our 4 other studios. We opened a few months before the pandemic really hit, and it was an opportunity for rethinking from the ground up all of our infrastructure to make sure that we're making the best choices possible. One of the most important parts of our infrastructure for what we do is the render farm, really the compute firepower that creates all of the images that you see on screen. And for Sydney, we decided to go exclusively with AMD to build our facility up. And that was something that really empowered that studio to hit the ground running despite all the disruption of 2020.
Wow, Francois, that's just fascinating. I mean, just
quality
to think of
is
all the
Twitch,
things that you guys
stream,
have to think
IGN.
about when
Okay.
you're, producing,
This
the
is
best
on their
content in the
channel.
world. So, you guys were really an early adopter of AMD EPYC and Threadripper. Can you tell us a little bit about how the tech works for you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think for us, it's really about scale and flexibility. Scale just to produce the sheer amount of content across all of our studios where we just need as much firepower as possible. And AMD is really focused on building out the amount of power that you can put in any individual's hands. The amount of threads and cores that you have available is unprecedented. And this really helps us deliver the content that we have. That scale comes into play a whole lot more than it ever has, even for interactive processes, not just the overnight processes, where more and more we're just seeing software take advantage of that sheer amount of threads that are available with AMD processors in a way that software never has before. And so artists are able to make changes and immediately see the results. That gives you more of an intuitive sense of how when you turn the knob, it really affects what you see on screen. That really changes how you approach the creative process.
Francois, you sound like you love cores and threads just as much as I do. So we love that. But you're really pushing the envelope on what technology can do, and it sounds like there are actually things that you can do in your creative pipeline or workflow that you weren't able to do before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
As artists more and more are having to tackle really high resolution content, high dynamic range,
having dinner watching
bit depth,
you
it's just
on
a
my
lot of data to
55 inch.
process.
Thank you.
And a lot of the codecs, the compression algorithms for the content are becoming more and more elaborate than they have before. And being able to play back at speed 4K content, 8K content. We have rides that are projected on huge screens that are sometimes multiple 16K content. We've never been able to review that before. And that's an area where we're really looking to AMD to help us solve that problem in a cost-effective way that used to be really limited to specialized hardware. And AMD is making that a whole lot more commoditized than it ever has in the past.
That's fantastic. Really, really exciting stuff. I know we're all looking forward to seeing it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us, some of your insights on how high performance computing really does enable all of the wonderful work that you do at ILM and Lucasfilm. We're really proud to be your partner and really look forward to doing much, much more together in the future.
Thank you so much, Lisa. This has been great, and AMD has been an amazing partner through all this.
Let's take a look at some of the great work by Lucasfilm and ILM using high performance computing.
Grayson. Mandalorian.
To share more about our work in the PC, workstation, and server markets, let's welcome our great friend, Lenovo Chairman and CEO, Yang Yuanqing. YY, it's great to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for having me here.
I've heard you say Lenovo is focused on building smarter technology for all. Data center, PCs, mobile phones, and smart devices. Can you tell me a little bit about what the Lenovo team experienced in 2020 when it comes to the world's transition to digital first?
Why some people predicted a smartphone would replace PC and tablets before. The work and the study from home trend have proven PC to be an essential productivity tool now. Although this trend was started by the pandemic, it has now become a new lifestyle. So even after the pandemic, we believe this new lifestyle will stay. And Lenovo is committed to meet our customers' requirements.
We enjoy such a great partnership that spans from data center to workstation to all forms of PC. Lenovo has some of the best solutions with AMD products, whether it's our Ryzen 5000 or our Threadripper workstation products or our AMD EPYC product line. How do you view our expanding partnership and what we're able to bring to customers in these markets?
We are happy to address different customer needs with a broad portfolio of technologies and the solutions we create with AMD. Our leading gaming systems are well recognized by esports enthusiasts. Our yoga products are the perfect blend of style and performance. Our ThinkPad and ThinkBook allows professionals take their productivity home or anywhere. And our workstations continue to generate creative contents and inspire the world.
That's just really fantastic, YY. We're starting a new year together during our digital CES, and I know you often use CES to kick off your most important announcements for the year. So can you tell us about some of the things that you're excited about for 2021?
As part of our
Only Drew, you need to stop. I haven't played my Series X in a while, though.
There should also be connectivity for all. We have embedded 5G technology across a number of our products to make sure they can be always on and always connected. But 2020 told us that what our customers need in the new normal is a breakthrough in a few existing technologies that have become absolutely essential today. We are leveraging advanced technology like artificial intelligence and the latest hardware innovations to drive breakthrough in this space. As a customer-centric company, Lenovo is definitely focused on innovations that makes the biggest impact on customers' lives today and in the future.
That sounds super exciting, YY. Thank you again for joining us today. I'm really looking forward to all the great new AMD-powered products Lenovo has in the works. We've talked about the impact of high-performance computing in our research, in our work, in education, gaming, and the movies. But high-performance computing is also changing the world of professional sports. AMD is very proud to be an official partner to the 7-time champion Mercedes-AMG Formula One racing team. Now let's talk to our superstar driver Lewis Hamilton and team CEO Toto Wolff to find out how the world of high-performance computing and auto racing and esports are coming together. Lewis, how are you? It's so great to see you after such a busy year.
I'm well, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, look, first, congratulations on your record-tying 7th Formula One Drivers' Championship. Just simply amazing. Toto, thanks for joining us, and congratulations to you as well for winning your 7th Constructors' Championship as a team.
Thank you for having me. I'm pleased to join you. And yeah, it was another good season. We won a 7th Constructor Championship. It was a difficult year with COVID-19, but finally on track. We were successful.
Man, you
Well,
sound
that's
like
fantastic. I
Arnold.
know it was such a grueling year, but
Oh,
you guys
wow.
are just amazing.
I am
And
Terminator.
hey, one of the things I know about you is that you love gaming, and AMD loves gaming too. In fact, I heard you might be having some fun in your downtime with your new AMD-powered Sony
Thank you,
PlayStation
William.
5.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've actually always been. You know, my dad was actually. He was always into computers, and when I was younger, when we started racing, he worked on computers for the British Rail, and then he got into his own IT and network support company. So I remember being at home growing up, and my dad taking apart these the PCs, and I remember getting involved and learning how to build computers for him when I started working with him when I was 17. I was always into gaming and watching the technology advance over the years.
Midnight, what's up?
Absolutely mind-blowing. And yes, of course, I've been nagging everyone for the PS5 like everyone is.
Lenovo is
And
pretty
I finally
good.
got it, and I actually carry it around with me. I travel with it everywhere I go, and I have a real gaming monitor, the whole headphones. I'm fully geared up.
I'm just imagining you getting into the zone with your PS5, so that's wonderful. Look, you know, one of the reasons AMD is an official partner to your team is that Formula One is such a great application of high-performance computing technology. Can you just tell me a little bit about your view of the role of technology in racing?
Steel,
and how
what's
the
up?
team depends on partners like our computing technology?
Well, it's incredible
Zoom.
when people look at the image next to you of the Formula One car. You know, everything is built in-house. Pretty much everything is built in-house. Give or take the tires and maybe brakes, but majority of the stuff is designed in-house and built in-house and designed on CAD machines. You know, the technology in terms of the
What's
software
up, the
they
guy?
use for aero data analysis. We have a real wind
Straw,
tunnel,
what's
and then
up?
we have a virtual wind tunnel. And
DIY,
the crazy amount
mute,
of
what's
computing
good?
power that takes place for that is insane to see, and it's advancing all the time. And from each weekend, there's a huge amount of download. I think it's over 500 gigabytes of downloaded data, which gets transferred
Sean,
back
what's
to
up?
back to the UK to headquarters, is digested. We're running a huge amount of simulations through the weekends in terms of getting the right setup, strategy.
What's up?
From a driver's point of view.
What's up, it?
To get ahead, you need to understand the data. That's
I haven't seen the
understanding
Indiana Jones game yet.
All the controls. I have
I'ma
over
look at
20
it.
buttons on my steering wheel that have a direct link to how the car behaves. So I'm studying that in the background on computers all the time. And
I want to see what
also when you come
Nvidia
back into the
is
garage,
going to be showing.
the car downloads and the data pops up on my screen, and I'm having to
But AMD talked about the mobile processors,
push that
which is
technology
really
to be
good.
fast. The
Up to
faster we can get that, the
4.8
faster I can analyze
gigahertz.
it, and the faster I can
Shoot.
get back out there.
Crazy.
And improve. So it's a huge part and huge asset for us, and I'm super grateful that we have AMD with us.
Oh, it'll be fantastic to watch. We're looking forward to it. So our work with you and the team goes much deeper
Jacob,
than
what's up?
seeing the AMD brand on the beautiful W11 car. You know, from the computing needed to design the setup and set up the cars to the notebooks and desktops that the team uses on track and everywhere in between. Can you talk a little bit about how you're using our technology as a team?
Yes, so it goes much beyond the sticker on the car, like we call it.
Kevin,
The
what's up?
Marketing and branding benefit is just the icing on the cake. What is really beneficial in our relationship is, and there is only a few of these partnerships that we have, is the technical collaboration and the advantage that you provide to us. And it's not only
Kevin, what's good?
hardware like the desktops or the notebooks. It's really ingrained, or it's making its way into our performance departments, be it in the vehicle dynamic group or in aerodynamics into the simulation.
They're on 5000 series
we're
now.
starting to really integrate AMD products, and that should give us an advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He sounded like Arnold.
Well, we love to be part of that advantage. And Now, Toto, you're responsible for not just the Formula One team, but the Formula E team, as well as the esports team. And I know many of our viewers here are very interested in esports. So can you talk a little bit about how you're using technology there?
We have been growing our department around esports from something that was a little bit trial and error a few years ago to a real professional team. And we see the audiences growing massively, and it has become an area of performance, like with the real car. So it's all about simulation, it's about development and the setup of the car. And there, again, without wanting to disclose our competitive advantage, you have been part of our success, and we count on you.
That's super, super cool. Louis and Toto, thank you so much. It's been such an honor to have you join us today. Man. And best of luck in the new season.
AM21
our partnership
with the
continuing.
$5.
And we what happens as we go through the year.
Let's go, man.
Yes,
thank you so
really
much, man.
I'm proud to have you on board.
Thank you for the 5.
You help us.
Thank you. First donation. Let's go.
Edge. And yes, thank you very much for having me.
Y'all funny. Oh, PC is great,
now
man.
Let's turn our attention to one of the most important areas of high-performance computing, the data center, cloud, and supercomputing. During our 2019 CES keynote, we demonstrated the world's first
Thank you, AM21. Thank you, bro. God bless you.
Since then, AMD EPYC processors have been adopted by the largest cloud service providers, the fastest supercomputers, and in the heart of the enterprise. In addition to the researchers we heard from earlier using AMD technologies for medical research, our EPYC processors are also being used for research in areas like weather forecasting, climate change, and energy exploration. From AWS to Google, Microsoft, Tencent Cloud, and Oracle, the largest cloud providers have adopted EPYC processors to power their internal infrastructure and services. And that incredible growth in video collaboration I highlighted earlier, those too are powered by AMD EPYC, including services like Microsoft Teams running on Azure. And while each of these customers has unique needs and requirements, they all share one thing in common. They will take as much computing power as they can get, and they all want more. That's why we're so excited about our upcoming 3rd Gen EPYC processors. 3rd Gen EPYC will reset the bar for data center computing. With up to 64 leadership Zen 3 cores, our next generation server processors extend our leadership in performance, total cost of ownership, and security. But today, we wanted to give you the world's first preview of the upcoming processors codenamed Milan, running WRF, one of the most popular tools used for climate research and weather forecasting. WRF is used in 185 countries, and as you might expect, to simulate something as complex as a weather system, WRF is an extremely demanding application that benefits from more processing power. Let's take a look at the competitive performance of our upcoming Milan processors running a simulation. In this test, we're comparing 2 comparably configured servers running a compute-intensive weather forecast for the continental United States. The system on the right features 2 of our next-generation 32-core Milan processors, and the system on the left features 2 of the highest-end dual-socket processors from our competition. We're taking in a large set of climate data to produce a 6-hour weather forecast, and what you see is that the additional performance of the AMD EPYC processors completes the simulation much, much faster. The 3rd Gen EPYC server completed the forecast 68% faster than the competition. And the speed to complete in this case is very important because
the stream is super clear. Thank you so much. It's Morpheus, man.
The accuracy of the forecast.
It's Morpheus,
using a larger
the computer.
data set for the model or running more simulations per day. Now, just imagine how much more performance you're going to see with 2 64-core Milan processors. We're extremely excited about bringing 3rd Gen EPYC to market.
OHI with the $2 says, "Oh, what day did CES begin?
But it's time to wrap
and
this
what
I'm so
have
thankful
I missed?"
For our amazing partners
Wait, she
who
talked
joined us
about
today. Panos Panay from Microsoft,
PS5 Series X,
Enrique Lores from
partnership
HP,
with Microsoft,
Francois Chardavon from Lucasfilm
the mobile
ILM,
chips
from Lenovo, and Lewis Hamilton and Toto Wolff from Mercedes-AMG Formula One. Today, we've seen the power of high-performance computing, from scientific research to education to global business to auto racing to gaming and filmmaking. I hope you're leaving with the same excitement that I have. I'm really proud to be part of this amazing industry, and when we work together across disciplines, the technology that we build can make a huge impact on people's lives. AMD and our partners will continue to push the envelope on high-performance computing in 2021 and the years ahead. Thank you for joining me today, and have a fantastic digital CES experience.
So I guess that's it. Oh wow. So they didn't even oh wait. So we got Nvidia next. Oh man. In 8 minutes we got Nvidia next. I don't know what the heck is going on with I thought AMD was going to talk about, they talked about the mobile processors, but no GPU. They didn't talk about no GPU. Everybody talking about their stocks are going to drop. No Threadripper for the they didn't talk about no Threadripper. None of that. Yeah, they just talk about the mobile processors. That was it. That was really about it. And the partnership with them and Microsoft. And they talked about PS5 and Series X, but that was it. That was underwhelming, though. I was hoping that they were going to talk about some new GPUs. There was a lot of rumors talking about a 6700. And some other lower end ones as well, but they didn't talk about that. So I don't know what's going on, but all right. So that's it for AMD. We got AMD out the way. That's crazy, man. That is freaking crazy. All right, so we waiting on them right now. I think we got what, about 6 more minutes for Nvidia. Let's see if Nvidia can knock it out the park, right? Let's do 720p on that so it looks a little bit better. All right, there we go. Yeah, they're at 6 more minutes. Honestly, their CPU is all they need to talk about. Yeah, that's true. Basically, yeah. The 5950X is king right now, and the 5900, even the 5900 right now, is amazing. It's what, 12 cores? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's better than the Intel, what Intel has to offer. You know what I'm saying? The 5950X, 16 cores, 32 threads. You know what I'm saying? And so, but Ryan is right though. Ryan is right. I mean, they don't really have to. They're killing it right now with the CPUs. So, it says, do you prefer PlayStation gaming or PC? PlayStation. PC, I'm just now getting back into PC. So, because of this build that I have here, because I have a 5950X in here, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. Like, it's really fast, especially for gaming. That's really where you're gonna really see everything shine. And I think it's really cool to mix the AMD GPU with the AMD processor, just so you can get the smart access memory, similar to with what Mark Cerny talked about with smart access memory with PS5. Similar type of technology flow. But yeah, I have a 3090 in here, so I mean, it's still a beast machine. I mean, I'm good, literally good with this machine for a while. Like, I don't have to worry too much about anything, you know what I'm saying, with this rig that I have. Like, I don't necessarily have to just worry myself, like crazy. So I'll be just fine and everything. So I think that's one of the most key things that people got to look at. What's the rig you have? It's a custom rig that I built with the community as well. Basically, I have a 5950X, 16 cores, 32 threads, and 64 gigs of RAM, 3090. It is a PNY 3090, 850 watt power supply, and I have the NZXT AIO cooler on there, and I do have a NZXT case as well, which is the 510 Elite case. So, and I have the inland NVMe 2 terabyte. So, it says, will you stream the medium when it comes out? If you guys want me to stream the medium, I can do it. Most definitely, I can do it if you guys want. Will you? It says doing work right now, Marlon. Glad you're live. To keep me entertained. Hey, TNB. Hey, that's what we do, man. We trying to do the best that we can. So I appreciate what you're doing. RTX 30. Hey, I'm telling you, whenever these release dates drop for these cards, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be sold out. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to build a PC this year because the prices are like going up, man. Even on the second-hand market right now, a 3080 is like $1,500. On the lower end side, $1,300. You know what I'm saying? It says, dude, Resident Evil 8 The Village. Do you gonna stream? Yeah, I'll stream Resident Evil 8. Let's see here. The RTX 3050 or similar cheap GPU. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be on the lower end side for a lot of people who wants that. But I think the main card that the 3080 was like 1800. I mean, sorry, the 3090 was 1800. That's how much I got for it. So I didn't really get scalped out the woo-ha because these third-party GPUs are going to be a little bit higher than the Founders Edition. You know what I'm saying? So, Reese, what's going on? Did you talk about Bethesda's new IP? No, I'm probably going to do a video for you guys today and kind of cram in some PlayStation news in there and then probably talk about that as well. So don't worry. Yeah, the 3080 Ti is what everybody's going to be looking at for Nvidia's stream. The 3080 Ti, because apparently it's supposed to have 20 gigabyte of video RAM, so that's going to be good for a lot of people because for 10 it's just kind of like So, Reese, thank you so much for the subscription, man. If you're brand new, you know what to do. Click the subscribe button. We're giving away a PS5 at 50K. So spread the word. Spread the word. We're giving away a PlayStation 5. So if you guys are interested in winning a PlayStation 5, we're going to be giving away one at 50,000 subscribers. Just so you guys know that we're giving away a PS5. So once we hit 50K, then yes, sir, we will be giving away a PS5. This is the link to the actual video if you want to be able to take part into it. It says, do you have any PS5 news? Yes, we did talk about the PS5 stuff. Obviously Sony had their little CES yesterday. So they pretty much talked about release dates or release windows for games like Ratchet and Clank is still listed for 2021. Project Athia is 2022. What else? There was another game, Devil Inside, I think that's 2021. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, they talked about Returnal, but no Gran Turismo 7. They didn't talk about that at all. So we'll see what happens on that particular front. But yeah, here we go. RTX. See what Nvidia doing. Here they go with the buffering. Come on, Nvidia. What's going on? What's going on, bruh? Come on, Nvidia. They already buffering already, just like AMD. It says, yo, I was watching your stream when you were building a PC. Yeah, the stream is actually buffering. So let me cut down a little bit. I don't know why this stream is buffering. They need a better card, I guess.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. 2020 was an extremely tough year.
Here we go.
No end of challenges. Millions of people tuned
Yeah,
into
get a
gaming
PS5 if
to
you can
play,
get one.
create, and connect with one another.
Here we go.
Steam saw the number of concurrent users increased by 40% over the previous year and more than double since 2018. Discord connected gamers with over 4 billion minutes of conversation and monthly active users reaching 140 million. That's nearly 3 times as many as 2 years ago.
Oh my God, YouTube
Together,
gaming,
over 100 billion
100 billion.
That's
Oh,
twice
I
as
might
much
as well
as
throw
2018.
myself in there.
And with physical sports largely on the
100
sidelines,
billion on
esports has
YouTube.
attracted legions of new fans. Viewership is nearly half
Oh
a billion
my
people
God.
globally, up 100 million from 2018, with another 150 million
Bro.
viewers expected over the next
That's
3 years.
insane.
More than ever, gaming has become an integral part of our lives. 2 years ago, we introduced a breakthrough in graphics, real-time ray tracing, and AI-based DLSS. We called it RTX. Together with Microsoft and top developers and game engines, we set off to bring the visual realism of movies to fully interactive gaming. The momentum is unstoppable, as consoles and the rest of the ecosystem are now on board. Ray tracing is the new standard. Last fall, hot out of Jensen's oven, we launched our second generation RTX, the GeForce RTX 30 series, Ampere architecture for gamers, and our biggest generational leap ever. Ampere features dedicated RT cores to accelerate ray tracing, Tensor cores for the performance-boosting DLSS, and new streaming multiprocessors, together delivering twice the performance of our prior generation. And our ultimate play is more than just beautiful graphics. We introduced low latency NVIDIA Reflex, so competitive gamers could be their best. And NVIDIA Broadcast, an AI-powered app that turns any room into a home broadcast studio. Over the past 4 months, we've launched 4 new Ampere-powered graphics cards. From the ultimate BF GPU, the GeForce RTX 3090 priced at $1499, to the $399 RTX 3060 Ti. Ampere has been our fastest selling architecture ever, selling almost twice as much as our prior generation.
I bet, because of the
We know
scalpers.
these products have been hard to find. I want to thank you for your patience as we continue to work hard.
Jay Summers, what's up, man?
Last CES, we brought GeForce Gaming to the cloud. GeForce Now allows gamers to play their favorite PC games with RT and DLSS on from almost any device.
Not TI,
Windows
but TI.
laptops, Macs, Chromebooks, Android and iOS devices, and TVs, billions in total. GeForce Now connects you to your favorite PC game stores like Steam, Epic, Ubisoft, and GOG, and free-to-play games like Fortnite, Apex, and League of Legends. In all, over 800 PC games have been onboarded from 300 publishers, including 80 free-to-play games. With 6 million registered users, supported by our 25 global data centers, we streamed 200 million hours of gameplay in 2020.
Jeez.
We hosted exclusive demos for the annual Game Awards show and streamed Cyberpunk 2077 to GFN gamers the day of launch.
Your new life starts now.
Wow.
RTX technology has set a whole new standard in gaming. From amazing indie games like Pumpkin Jack to the fastest selling PC game of all time,
Oh, no problem,
2077. In fact, 36 games are now powered by RTX.
Wow.
Including the #1 Battle Royale game, the #1 RPG, the #1 MMO, and the #1 best-selling game of all time, Minecraft. And the list continues to grow. DLSS enables the great ray tracing experience in these games by delivering a big performance boost with awesome image quality. Let's take a look.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Performance. DLSS on. See? Major difference. I'm telling you, man, DLSS makes a big difference, bro. It makes a big difference. Like, almost double. Wow. That is insane, bro. look at the frame rate differences. And the crazy part is, what I just realized is that you can play on a 1440p monitor,
support RTX.
and it's just
Call of Duty is the most successful FPS
crazy.
franchise ever. Starting with COD Modern Warfare in 2019 and then Black Ops Cold War, we've worked with Activision to bring ray tracing to the series. Call of Duty Warzone, the franchise's free-to-play battle royale, has over 85 million gamers.
Wow.
Building on our partnership with Activision, Warzone is adopting DLSS. Coming soon, every RTX gamer will see a boost in performance and competitiveness.
Here we go.
Over the years, we have worked closely with Square Enix, including the world-famous Final Fantasy and Tomb Raider series. Today, we would like to announce our latest partnership. We are bringing DLSS to Outriders, a brand new IP from Square Enix. Developed by People Can Fly, the creators of Bulletstorm, Outriders is a multiplayer co-op shooter set in an original sci-fi universe.
Yeah, Outriders. I still need to see more on this game.
Welcome to Enoch. Here, if you plan on surviving, you need to rewire your brain for aggression. The scared hide, and the hesitant die. You are neither. You are the aggressor. You are the threat. You are Outriders.
Yeah, I still need to see that enhanced with, oh, wow, April. Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's, the horror-themed indie hit, grew to become a massive popular franchise with over 30 million downloads and 30 billion YouTube views.
Wow.
Today, we are announcing with developer Steel Wool Studios that the latest chapter, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, will feature RTX ray tracing and DLSS.
Wow.
You can expect a new level of immersion into Freddy's unique and frightening world. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is coming later this year. Here's a look at game footage our friends at Steel Wool put together for us.
Gregory.
Oh, this game. Oh, Lord. Dang, look at all them reflections, bro.
Let's get you home.
Dang. That's crazy. Look at that ray tracing, boy. Woo. Stuff is crazy.
I see you.
No one saw that game coming. That's day one.
This next game was developed by Shanghai Tai Games, one of the top China developers emerging onto the global stage. Fist, Forged in Shadow Torch, is a platformer that was inspired by classics such as Metroid and Castlevania.
Okay.
As an action game, Fist features multiple weapons, numerous combos, upgradable skills, and a classic arcade-style experience. Nvidia worked closely with Shanghai Tai Games to bring the game to life with ray tracing and DLSS.
Here we go.
Illegal possession of order. Arrest.
Man, it actually looks pretty good though. What? What? Wow. It actually looks good though, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all funny. What's up, BJ? Take my money. That actually looks pretty good though. Imagine that with
Esports
DLSS.
has become the preferred sport for tens of millions of gamers. 75% of GeForce gamers play competitive games like Fortnite, Valorant, and Apex Legends. And 99% of esports pros are competing on GeForce. So we developed NVIDIA Reflex.
What's up, Phil?
To help gamers get their best system latency from mouse click to display. Reflex has been a big hit among developers and gamers. Since the introduction in September, a dozen games have added support. Today, we are excited to announce that Rainbow Six
Green, thank you.
and Overwatch are adopting NVIDIA Reflex.
Yeah, early stream.
Now, 7 of the top 10 competitive shooters
Cover AMD earlier.
We also wanted to give gamers a way to accurately measure system latency. In September, we announced 4 360Hz G-Sync esports displays that feature an innovative tool, the Reflex Latency Analyzer. The Latency Analyzer is to an esports gamer what a heart rate monitor is to a runner. A critical tool for measuring system health and performance. With hardware built into the display, it measures full click-to-display latency. Today, we are announcing 5 new G-Sync gaming monitors from Acer, AOC, and Asus.
Oh, let's go.
All featuring Reflex Latency Analyzer. These panels expand the Reflex ecosystem to include 1440p
all of them are
resolution
1440p
and 34-inch ultra-wide.
Wow. All of them are
The heart of the
1440p.
GeForce gaming platform is our family of GPUs, and the 60 class is our most popular. The affordable
What's good,
price
Wheezy?
point is designed to bring the performance and features of our latest architecture to every gamer. For example, the GTX 1060 was one of our most successful GPUs we ever built. The GTX 1060 delivered a great generational leap in performance.
Here we go.
It could power all the latest games at 1080p, 60 frames per second. But new games bring bigger worlds and cinematic graphics that demand more of the GPU. This is evident in the latest sequels to these AAA games, where the GTX 1060
What's up, Jermaine?
struggles to keep
Mike,
up.
what's up?
For instance, gamers were playing Watch Dogs 2 with high settings at 60 frames per second. But with Watch Dogs Legion, released last October, they only get 24 frames per second. And an even bigger change is underway. Turn on ray tracing, and these games become unplayable on the 1060.
Yep.
With 90% of the installed base on GTX, now is the perfect time to deliver an RTX for every gamer.
Uh-oh. Here we
Let
go.
me introduce the new GeForce RTX 3060.
Here we go.
Which brings the power of Ampere, our second generation RTX architecture, to every gamer. Twice the raster performance of the 1060 and 10 times the ray tracing performance. The RTX 3060 powers the latest games with RTX on at 60 frames per second.
There you go. And sold out. You funny. There you go. Yeah, this is a real upgrade for 1060 owners. Most definitely. From a 1060 to a he said sold out. From a 1060 to a 3060, yeah, that's a big, bro. That's a big, yeah. Yo, I tell y'all that.
The RTX 3060 is a powerful GPU. It has 13 shader teraflops, 25 RT teraflops for ray tracing, and 101 tensor teraflops to power DLSS. It has 12 gigabytes of G6 memory.
Wow.
It starts at just $329.
That's gonna be sold out.
The RTX 3060 will be available worldwide in late February.
That's gonna be sold out. 12 gig
Amazing
of video
gaming
RAM.
doesn't end at the desktop.
Oh my
Laptops
god,
are the fastest growing gaming platform,
bro!
increasing
12
7 times in 7 years.
I'm sold.
There are 50 million gaming laptops, which powered over 14 billion gaming hours
For
last
$329.
year. And the power of these laptops has inspired gamers to find
My
new ways to
God.
play. In console mode, connected to a
Bro,
big screen TV
12
using
gig
a
of video
controller,
RAM?
or driving an ultra-wide monitor.
Bro, that's
with
gonna be
keyboard and
sold
mouse.
out, bro. Late
These
February?
high-performance machines also meet the needs of 45
Man,
million
that's-
creators.
bro,
and
that
everyone
3060?
working and studying from home.
Bro,
Today, we are
12
announcing
gig
a
of
new
VRAM.
generation of Ampere-powered laptops. with second generation RTX.
That's a steal for 320. Bro, I'm gonna get that mug to put it in my other rig. To be honest,
nowhere does efficiency matter more than in the extremely powerful
bro, I'm getting that, bro.
Of a modern gaming laptop.
Bro, 329. That's bro.
Max-Q. Max-Q is a system design approach
that
delivers high performance.
I'm getting that, bro. I'm gonna try to get one. I'm gonna put that in my other rig.
Laptops are built.
They're gonna be sold
Every
out.
aspect, the CPU, GPU, software,
329 for 12 gigs of video RAM
are optimized for power and performance.
Shoot.
Our third generation Max-Q technologies use AI and new system optimizations to make high performance gaming laptops faster and better than ever.
Third gen Max-Q.
Gaming laptops set the power for the CPU and GPU. Yet games and creative apps are dynamic. And
bro, I'm getting that, man. I'm gonna get that.
Today we
I'm gonna get that for my other rig.
2.0,
bro, that's
which
insane.
For the first time uses AI to shift power between the CPU, GPU, and now GPU memory, determining where it is needed most. The AI networks in Dynamic Boost 2.0 manage power on a per frame basis.
He just bought one. It's
so
not even out yet.
Is constantly optimizing
scalpers, yeah.
Performance. The result is a larger performance boost.
3060, bro. Oh my god.
We are also introducing Whisper Mode 2.0, delivering a new level of acoustic control for gaming laptops. Whisper Mode has been re-engineered from the ground up and is custom built into each laptop at a system level. You pick your desired acoustics, and Whisper Mode 2.0's AI-powered algorithms manage the CPU, GPU, system temperature, and fan speeds to deliver great acoustics at the best possible performance. Next, we are introducing Resizable Bar, which leverages the advanced capabilities of PCI Express to boost gaming performance. Games use GPU memory for textures, shaders, and geometry, constantly updating as the player moves through the world. Today, only part of the GPU's memory can be accessed at any one time by the CPU, requiring many memory updates. With Resizable Bar, the game
24
can
gigs,
the entire GPU memory, allowing for multiple updates at the same time,
Getting passes
improving performance. Finally, DLSS is a breakthrough for gaming laptops. It uses AI and RTX tensor cores to deliver up to 2x the performance in the same power. A GPU needs to calculate almost 4 million pixels
Game
for
Pass
a
is
single
a scam.
1440p frame. DLSS requires only
Y'all need to stop.
pixels, which improves efficiency and increases performance.
I bet they are sold out on the 3060 Ti. I already know.
Max-Q has reinvented the gaming laptop. 4 years ago, the fastest laptops in the world were powered by a GTX 1080, averaged 40 millimeters thick, and weighed over 9 pounds. After 4 years of innovation,
Sold out.
Max-Q Gen 3 laptops are half the size, half the weight, and deliver up to 10 times the performance. More gamers are choosing to play on laptops. And with 95% of the installed base below the performance of the latest consoles, it's time to introduce a new generation.
Uh-oh.
The RTX 3060 laptop is faster than anything on the market today.
Here we go.
Including the $2,500 RTX 2080 Super. It's 30% faster than the PlayStation 5 and delivers 90 frames per second.
30% faster than the PlayStation 5. You heard that?
1080p.
He said 30% faster than the PlayStation 5. So a 3060 is 30% faster?
With twice the pixels of
Oh,
1080p,
wow.
provide the perfect mix.
He said
of high-fidelity
30%
graphics
faster
and great performance.
than a PlayStation 5.
Yet they are missing on laptops.
Oh.
For years, we've been working
That's
behind the scenes
crazy.
with display manufacturers.
So
and
you're
OEMs.
telling me a car that's
Now, for the first time,
$329
1440p
is
displays will be
30%
widely
faster?
available. Introducing
This
the
man
GeForce
says
RTX
30%. I gotta write that down so I can cover that. This man said a 3060.
50% faster than the RTX 2070.
Oh
and
my
delivers 90
sweet
frames
mother
per
of God.
second With ultra settings.
This
at
man said a
1440p.
3060
RTX 3070 laptops start at $1299.
is 30%.
Finally, our flagship GeForce RTX 3080 laptop.
Uh-oh.
With up to 16 gigabytes of G6 memory, it is the world's fastest laptop for gamers
I
and
knew it.
creators. It delivers 100 frames per second with RTX on and starts at $19.99.
Wow.
Today, nearly 3/4 of laptop gamers play esports. The resulting popularity of
This
high
man said a
refresh rate
3060
laptops
is
continues to
30%
grow,
faster
doubling
than a
this past
PS5.
year. I'm excited to
Wow.
announce that over half of the new 30 series laptops will offer 240 hertz or higher refresh rates.
That's crazy.
With the performance of
A
our GeForce
3060?
RTX 3080 laptop GPU,
Bro,
gamers
30%
will be able to
faster.
play at 240 frames per second across top titles.
That's
like
crazy,
Overwatch,
bro.
Rainbow Six, Valorant, and Fortnite.
That's crazy.
And combined with Nvidia Reflex,
A
gamers can
3060?
achieve sub 20 millisecond system latency.
Wow.
Enabling them to play their absolute
30%. He said 30% faster.
From videos to photography
Wow.
to 3D animation.
That's a big difference.
The creation of digital content is exploding.
I got to get that 3060 then, bro.
Is our
I want to see those
accelerated
performance
platform for creators,
differences
speeding up
between
ray tracing and AI in over 50
the 3060 and the
applications,
PS5.
including Adobe Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, and Blender. And monthly studio drivers bring new features, faster performance,
That's
and enhanced
crazy.
stability. Since the launch of Studio in 2019, there have been over 100 purpose-built Studio laptops and desktops from every major OEM. NVIDIA Ampere architecture takes Studio laptops to the next level.
That's
Rendering
crazy.
is up to 5 times faster than Pascal. Video editors can work with 8K
Wow.
raw footage, use AI to simplify workflows, and reduce encode times
Sold
by
out.
up to 75%.
30%
Artists have
faster.
up to 16 gigabytes of graphics memory to work
crazy,
with huge
dude.
assets
Crazy.
across multiple apps at the same time.
That's crazy.
RTX accelerated AI will change
That
the
card
way
is
creators work.
$329
For
and it's
example,
30%
Adobe
faster
Photoshop recently introduced
than a $500 gaming console.
uses AI
That's
to
crazy.
quickly make
If that's not
complex
performance
edits
per dollar, I don't know what is. That's
Adobe
insane
Premiere Pro
performance
Auto
per dollar for
Refresh
that
uses
3060.
AI to convert landscape
Bro,
video to
major
portrait while
upgrade.
keeping the action
Major
front and
upgrade.
center. In DaVinci Resolve 17, the new Magic Mask
That's
feature
crazy.
uses AI to speed up mask creation and tracking. NVIDIA Optics AI denoising in Blender cleans up noise on the fly, quickly
30%
resolving
faster.
3D
The
images.
3060 that they just announced for $329 is 30% faster.
NVIDIA Omniverse Audio to Face uses AI to animate unrigged
Yeah.
3D characters
30%
based solely
faster.
on an audio source.
A new nation,
Freaking
conceived
crazy,
in
bro.
liberty And dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
It's crazy.
Today, we're introducing over 70 laptops from every OEM, our biggest launch ever.
Wow.
These are the world's fastest laptops that give gamers and creators a huge variety to pick the right device for their
January
needs.
26th.
Available beginning January 26th, with prices starting at $999. Let's take a look at what they can do.
Did they put the word out over Sony? Man, it's crazy, dude. Crazy. There's so much cap.
RTX is the new standard, and the momentum continues to grow. With most of the installed base underpowered for the latest games, we're bringing RTX to every gamer with the GeForce RTX 3060. Finally, as more gamers are choosing laptops,
That's
we're
it?
launching
No
a new
3080
generation
Ti?
of RTX laptops, ready to play the most demanding games. Thanks everyone for tuning in today, and as always, thanks to all of our fans for all their
Wow.
support.
That's
And
it?
before we go, we've got one more treat for you.
3080 Ti. Let's go. Let's go. 3080 Ti. Man, they started to do that Sony thing, bro, where they saved the best for 3080. Let's go. Wait, what's this? Gotta be the 3080 Ti. Let's go, baby. 16 gigs of VRAM, 20 gigs of VRAM, maybe 20 gigs of VRAM. Let's go, baby. Give us that 3080 Ti, bro. Come on. Come on. Give it to us. Give it to us, man. With that 20 gig of VRAM. Or 16, I don't know. It gotta be 20 though. The heck is this? Oh wow, some kind of flight simulator. He said that's cap. Yeah. Flight simulator. Basically simulation. The heck? I know your stomach will be like falling out of your chest. Crazy gamers, what's up, man? It seemed like it. The heck is this? Oh wow. Razer Blade 15 RTX 3080. Oh wow. Okay, so they 3080 laptop Razer Blade 15. Wow. Professor X Cap. What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts? Dang, that was it. That is it. What is y'all thoughts, guys? What is your Everybody talk about scam. Everybody talk about scam in the chat. What's y'all thoughts, man? What's y'all thoughts? What's y'all thoughts, man? This man said a 3060. He said a 3060 in a laptop is 30% faster than a PlayStation 5. Man, and that GPU, come on, focus camera. I need you to focus. That GPU is $329. $329, and it's dropping late February. 30% faster. A 3060. No, I'm serious. That's what he said. I'm so serious. Why would I lie? Why would I lie? I'm not even playing. That's what he said. We didn't get a 3080 Ti. We didn't get a 3080 Ti. He said biggest cap in 2020. That's what he said. Unless it's a marketing error. But yeah, the 3060 is gonna go live. I would say late February. He said late February. And it's going to be $329. $329. And you get in 12 gig of VRAM. 12 gig of VRAM. Bro. Bro, I'm telling you. Yep, so that's it. That's it. The highlight reel is the 3060, you know, for $329. And it's going to be February when you'll be able to pick that up. He said 30%. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was when he was talking about the hold on.
3060. 9. The RTX 3060 will be available worldwide in late February.
Late February. Okay.
Amazing gaming doesn't end at the desktop. Laptops are the fastest growing gaming platform, increasing 7 times in 7 years. There are 50 million gaming laptops.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Powered over 14 billion gaming hours last year. And the power of these laptops.
People are mad in the Nvidia chat,
find
bro.
new ways to play.
People are mad.
In console mode, connected to a design, power delivery, thermals are optimized for power and performance. Our third generation Max-Q technologies use AI and new system optimization
Hold on.
to shift power to 2.0's. Max-Q has reinvented the. It's time to introduce a new generation.
Okay.
The RTX 3060.
Right here. Y'all think I'm playing? Look, right here. Look, right here, bro. I'm not even joking. Let me show you guys. What it say right there? Announcing GeForce RTX 3060 laptops, faster than today's flagship. 30%. He said 30% faster than the PS5. I'm not even joking, bro. 90 FPS Ultra on 1080p.
Laptop is faster than anything on the market today, including the $2,500 RTX 2080 Super. It's 30% faster than the PlayStation 5.
All right, y'all hear? Y'all hear? All right. All right, y'all hear for yourselves. Y'all hear for yourselves. 30% faster. 30% faster. That's what he said, bro. I'm not even capping. I got to tweet about that, bro. I have to screen cap that and tweet about that. He said 30% faster than the PS5. Bro, I got to screen cap that and tweet that out. That is freaking crazy as heck. This man said 30% faster. Oh, yeah, I got to tweet this out. That's crazy as heck. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Have mercy. Wow. Wow. 30% faster. Really? Is that so? Hold on. I'm about to... Wait. Let me pin this to the task... Well, no, not the taskbar. Let me pin this to the... Where I wanted to pin it to. Taskbar. There we go. I'm going to tweet it. That's unbelievable, bro. That's literally unbelievable. This man said 30% faster, bro. That's crazy, bro. You said not more powerful? I guess. Ah, Lord. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Hold on. So what's y'all thoughts, man? It says he could at least say on what exactly it's faster. He just said 30% faster. Wow. This is crazy, man. 30%. 30% faster. Hey. I need that card then. If that's 30% faster than the PS5, I need to get that card then. Hey, Rab, what's going on, man? Man said this man said 30% faster. Says donation goal 3060. Bro, I gotta get that card from my other rig. I'm gonna tell you that right now. 30% faster Oh my God. It says PS5 all day, 4K 60 ray tracing. He talking about the laptop. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy though. Need to see benchmarks. Yeah, he talking about the laptop, but I mean that's still a 3060. PS5 CES was yesterday. They talked about the games and such. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Right here. Uncharted, The Last of Us 2 footage captured on PS4. All other gameplay footage was captured on PS5. Ratchet and Clank coming 2021, which you already know that already. This is updated. Horizon Forbidden West 2021. Returnal coming, what's that, March 19th. Pragmata coming 2023. Solar Ash June 2021. Kena Bridge of Spirits March 2021. Stray October 2021. Ghostwire Tokyo October 2021. Little Devil Inside July 2021. Project Athea January 2021. So there you guys go. You know, these are the updated dates for from CES. So it says you have no idea what you are even talking about. No publisher is out funding big budget titles for PC. Oh, I don't know who he's talking to. Yeah, Athea is January 2022. Breaking news: Indiana Jones exclusive for Xbox Series X. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Don't worry. It says laugh out loud. I'm done with super capping, bro. When he said that, I was like, wait, what? Yep. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to try to crank out a video maybe later on today or so. We'll see. Oh, snap. Hold on. It says, any reveal for the new God of War? No. They didn't even talk about that. That's the crazy part. They didn't even talk about that, bro. That's the crazy part. They didn't even talk about that. Wait for the PS5 Pro. You're going to be waiting a while. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that Indiana Jones. I think everybody's been bugging me about that, so I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'll talk about it. That's crazy though. Like out of nowhere, just boom, right there, Indiana Jones game. So I'll probably talk about it. We'll see. Let me see. WCT Tech. I'll talk about it. It says, I know gamers have their preference, but we can't deny what is actually facts. Hey, man. It is what it is. It says Indiana Jones game from Wolfenstein developer Machine Games is in the works. Yep. Oh, boy. Can't wait to see that. Man, it's been some years. You know what I'm saying? It's been some years. I would say that when it comes to Indiana Jones. I remember playing Indiana Jones back in the day. Like, seriously. So we'll see, guys. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all for coming to the live stream and checking out checking everything out. One love and God bless. And I'll have a video for you guys probably sometime today. I'll probably just crank out that whole thing for you guys. All right, so one love and God bless. Appreciate you guys. Be blessed, be easy, peace, keep it gaming, and we out of here. I'll have a video for you guys. Peace.